Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this latest edition of Casino Life and Sports Betting Operator TV. My name is Peter White, and I own this media. And today we have Joanna Whitehall from Epic Risk Management. Hello, Joanna.
And hi, Peter. Nice to join you.
I see you. And from the Hippodrome, we've got Sam Douglas. So welcome, Sam.
Hi, great to see you.
I'm here in Casino 2000 in Luxembourg, and I'm a guest of Guido Bergman's and having a great time getting to know this casino and learn all about its various features and interesting entertainment and fabulous restaurants. So it's been great here, and I appreciate the casino and Guido allowing me to do this interview from these wonderful premises. Could we commence this interview with introductions, explanations of both of your roles at your respective organisations?
Yes, thank you. So I'm Joanna Whitehall. I'm Sustainability Manager at Epic Risk Management, which is a gambling harm minimisation consultancy. I joined Epic in 2021 after an extensive 20-year career in the gambling industry, where I've worked all over the world, and most recently was the casino manager at the Ritz Casino in London. And my role primarily at Epic is together with the Safer Gambling team, is to design and develop and co-facilitate training to industry, both online and land-based industry, really centering on interactions with customers, talking about things as diverse as affordability and risk and vulnerability, and really, moving those conversations forward so that everybody can have better conversations, more confident conversations with their customers.
Sweet. And Sam, Hippodrome.
Hi, I'm the Director of Business Services at the Hippodrome Casino. What that basically means is that I do a lot of project work. So I work with the compliance teams, but I've also worked with Epic facilitating the training. I do a lot of work with employee engagement and on training throughout the business.
Joanna, with regards to your involvement, what actually is the process that occurs with Epic Risk Management when they get, say, the green light from the likes of the Hippodrome? Do you do kind of like an assessment or report, or how does it work?
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the most important thing. Is the first thing we do is conduct a needs analysis. It's so important to understand what it is that the client wants, which areas they would like to see some improvement, what are the improvements that they're looking for, what specifically are the areas where they would like their staff to feel an increased level of confidence and an increased level in their skills. And then we go away and we design, quite a bespoke level of training that really hits all of those points, so that we know when we go in, we're really speaking to the things that the client is looking for in terms of driving their processes forwards.
How is the implementation process with staff training and all that's been involved with the implementation of what the recommendations have been from Epic Risk Management?
What we do, like I say, we provide staff for each session. So before each session, we think about what we want to get out of it, who would like to attend. We then conduct the sessions, and Epic have returned 3 months later, in which case we would take a small cross-section of each session to give feedback about the contents of the course and how that's worked. I honestly, as Joanna said, have found some of the feedback sessions as engaging and enlightening as the training sessions themselves. And it's amazing how much you can learn from talking to people about what their specific feelings, what they've put into place from the training that they've learned. Epic have then produced some fantastic evaluation reports, which can then be fed back at a board level and to individual stakeholders throughout the business as well. So it's worked really well.
Excellent. I mean, Joanna, early intervention is one of the key objectives for player protection. Now, what strategies are you looking to implement with gambling establishments, online and land-based, to assist with getting early intervention?
Yeah, you know, early intervention is the key, you know, because once somebody is already experiencing harm with their gambling, you've lost that person as a customer. The business relationship is over, and there's all the fallout from that as well, possible reputational damage, perhaps overly legislated then by the Gambling Commission. So, you know, having early interventions with your customers is really key. It's so key to build relationships at the outset. If you can have really good conversations when your customers have had a win, or they're away from the gambling tables, or you know, they're at the cash desk in terms of land-based and online, you know, when you can spot something that's a really positive thing on somebody's account and really maximize that kind of conversation that you can have, it means that when you do have to, if you do have to have a conversation, and you will have to have a conversation about source of funds or affordability, because those are normal conversations to have with your customers. When you have those conversations, it's not going to be the first conversation that that customer has had with you. And, you know, you've already gone some way to build relationships so that it just forms part of a normal relationship that you have with your customer, and it can just feel a lot easier. And you know, we talk about confidence levels. Those are the things that really build confidence with your customers and with the staff as well, is to have really good early interactions to really improve the relationships that you have with your customers when they're gambling safely.
Sam, from your perspective in an operations standpoint, have you got input into regards to that situations?
I think certainly there's lots of triggers where we would have to have an interaction from our policy procedure viewpoint. But what we have tried to do is make sure that staff throughout the business are equipped and skilled and confident to have those conversations wherever they may happen in terms of player protection. Epic have really helped us give the skills to staff that might not work in areas that would traditionally have those interactions, because absolutely what we have heard is that sometimes the conversations that have an effect on a player are not the one that has happened with a gaming manager in a suit trying to sit somebody down and talk about safer gambling. Sometimes it can be a small comment from somebody at a bar as somebody was walking into a casino on reception, and that helps the player move along in a productive, safer gambling journey. We want all experiences to be fun at the Hippodrome. Player protection is a part of that. If we can interact with people across the business in as positive a way as possible to encourage positive play, it helps build a sustainable customer base and make sure everybody's enjoying themselves.
Joanna, given you and Epic have extensive experience of gambling addiction, can you therefore provide those that enjoy gambling advice on how to continue to remain in control?
Yeah, you know, having worked in the casino business for many, many years of my life, it's so important to stress that the majority of people have a fun, enjoyable experience with gambling and within casinos. And I've loved my time working in business, and it's been a hugely fun and enjoyable time for me as well. And I think, you know, probably something that you hear within Epic, you know, initially from our CEO is if you're spending £1 or a minute more than you can afford, then you know that you're not in a good place. And that's a really simple message, but it really is that simple. When you're enjoying yourself and it's with an amount of money that feels fun and affordable and an entertainment for you, you know you're in a good place. As soon as you don't feel that level of enjoyment, and you feel that you've overcommitted yourself, whether that be financially or from a time or cognition point of view, then that is your marker that something has gone awry. And that's where, you know, it's so important for operators, both online and land-based, to step in and look at that level of risk, look at the behavioural change. But it is really important to remember that the majority of people who gamble do it safely and enjoyably. But it's really so important that the tiny percentage of people that aren't having a good time, it's so important to look after those people, and make sure that if they're experiencing harm, that they know where to get help, but really to have those early interventions that we were speaking about before to help people understand what feels fun and affordable to them. That's really the message here.
Understand. And Joanna, finally, with regards to your good self, for those wishing to find out more about EPIC, how can they contact your organisation and generally find out more information?
You can contact me directly. I'm Jay Whitehall at epicriskmanagement.com, or if you want to find out more about what we do as an organisation, which is lots of other things as well as our work with the gambling industry, you can look us up on www.epicriskmanagement.com.
And Sam, for those viewers who are yet to visit the wonderful Hippodrome, would you like to inform them a little more about London's premier leisure entertainment venue?
What I would say is if you're yet to visit the Hippodrome, then please, if you're in central London, come and give us a visit. It's absolutely unlike anything you've ever seen before. We're a huge venue. We've got one of the most successful West End shows at the moment, Magic Mike, as well as everything you would traditionally associate with casinos, live table gaming, poker, slots, electronic roulette. But we do have 8 bars. We've got a new 3-story smoking terrace. There's always something going on. It's a really beautiful venue, so I would certainly recommend coming and having a look.
Thank you, both of you, for your time. Look forward to catching up with you in the future. For now, cheerio.
Great to see you. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, Peter.